Streamers, it might be time to start thinking about taking your talents somewhere else.
In this form, I'm going to take my talents to
YouTube.
Over the last week, Twitch has made some rules and policy changes, backtracked on a couple of them, but these changes aren't great. I'm not going to be going over the policy changes. Devin Nash did a way better job at explaining what those changes actually mean. So if you're curious, I recommend you go watch that. With the previous policy changes and the current trend that Twitch is going, there's a high likelihood that Twitch is going to continue to make changes like these, and these decisions don't have the creator's best interest in mind. I really want to see, like, honestly speaking, I really want to see Twitch succeed. I really do. Like, I want Twitch to be the platform for streamers, but realistically, there's no major benefit to streaming on Twitch. If you compare like all the benefits, YouTube and Kick offer better splits. YouTube has better discoverability with diverse ways to view content. So like if you want to go short, you can go the short routes. If you want to go live streams, you can do that. Obviously, the big one is VODs. Like you can make a bunch of different type of content on YouTube and you're more likely to be monetized, you're more likely to be discovered. Future Bralex here. I was in the middle of editing this video when YouTube announced earlier this morning that you can now monetize a lot quicker through the program. Now you required 500 subs and 3,000 watch time or 3 million views in shorts. So if you're a creator and you're still trying to like switch over your stuff, it's a lot easier now. Monetizing is a lot easier. So that's a big dub for YouTube. Also, like and subscribe. I like making these type of videos, so I really appreciate it if you guys did that. Anyway, back to the video. The thing that Twitch has going for them is it has a better community experience. That community can be built elsewhere if you really wanted to. It'll take some work and dedication, but you can build that community feeling somewhere else. Like I've been on the platform as a viewer on Twitch since 2014, man. Like I've been watching Ninja play Halo 4 and then Halo 2, the anniversary. Like I've been watching from then, and then introduced to other streamers, you know, his brother doing shiny hunts, and then, you know, the Fortnite blow up. Like I've been on Twitch for a while. So I understand the reasons why streamers don't want to leave Twitch. I honestly do. It's a place we grew up watching these streamers. It's a place that has that nostalgia factor. And if you're a streamer, you want to build and be a part of that too. Twitch hasn't been what we've known Twitch to be for a really long time. And it's time that we finally see Twitch for what it is. Take off those rose-colored glasses in 2023. When you're a creator, you have to do what's best for you. You need to do what's best for you, what's best for your brand, what's best for your business and content. Let's think about it. Twitch takes 50% of your revenue. Every bit makes a small difference if you're a small creator, and you can see the extent that they make off of big streamers from that 50%. There's no discoverability. Now, if you decide to multi-stream, you can't even do that anymore because Twitch decided, you know what? No one can multi-stream. If Ninja can't multi-stream, no one can multi-stream. No partner, no affiliate. If you can't stream on Twitch and YouTube, Twitch and Kick at the same time. So they got rid of that. So any form of discoverability is just gone. We think Twitch is this massive thing in social media, but honestly, it really isn't. Twitch is its own little island. Twitch isn't the end all be all. As a creator, ask yourself, what should you do? As I mentioned before, you need to do what's best for you, your brand, your business, your content creation. Don't be afraid to experiment with other platforms. If you make or are trying to make full-time income from content creating, ask yourself, how does live streaming affect your profit model? If you are using it as a means to an end, like making YouTube videos, or are you trying to make full-time income from live streaming itself? Live streaming requires a lot of time investment, and the return can vary greatly. A lot of the times it's on the not very worth it side. But like I mentioned before, if you want to make the most of your time, you're better off making YouTube videos, making shorts, TikToks, anything that can be discovered long-term. That discoverability has a lot better results than if you were to live stream. So just doing that. Now, if you're using live streaming as the means to an end, like you're using it to like you're creating something to sell online, digital art or whatever it may be, using it that way, or to purposely make YouTube videos out of it, you're using then live streaming as a means to an end. And that's great because then you get to, like, in a way, double dip. You're like, oh, I'm recording the process, but I'm also getting something out of it that I can put out later and people can discover that later. That's the great way to use live streaming. So you have to ask yourself, what is the purpose of your live streams? If you're doing it solely for fun, none of this matters. But if you're doing it to become a content creator or to grow your brand business, you need to really think about how much time you're actually willing to dedicate to live streaming, because there's other ways that you can get a better return for your time than just sitting down live streaming for multiple hours on a day, because the return will vary greatly. And let's say that you do decide to, try out a different platform like YouTube. You can always go back to Twitch if you really wanted to. Like, if you feel Twitch is the right place for you, you can go back. These changes aren't permanent. You have the ability to stream on YouTube, stream on Twitch. Let's say one day on YouTube, one day on Twitch. Experiment, see, like, do I like this platform? Do I not? And just letting your community know where they can find you. A lot of the times you can just tell your community, look, I'm gonna be streaming on YouTube Monday and Friday, and you can find me on Twitch Thursday and Saturday. That way they can expect to find you, and then if there's any policy changes that you don't necessarily agree with, you can be like, yo, I don't necessarily like the direction Twitch is going, or I don't like the direction YouTube is going. I'm gonna be switching those days onto these days. Communicate with your community, let them know what direction you're gonna be planning to go, but don't be afraid to experiment. I get it, it's scary. Trying to take your community and bring them to a different platform. It can be done. I know a decent amount of streamers who are not gonna move platforms because they're lazy, they're scared, or they're waiting for their favorite or top streamer to leave the platform. Like, I'm gonna be real. If if the entirety of OTK were to leave Twitch to stream on YouTube, I'd start streaming on YouTube too. Is that the best reason to switch? Probably not. But realistically, I would switch because OTK switched, and I know a bunch of other creators would eventually end up switching because their favorite creator is on a different platform. If streamers aren't afraid to make that switch, it puts Twitch in a difficult spot where they have to make a decision. Look, these creators are leaving. We are losing money because they are leaving. They will have to make these decisions that are in favor of the creators more often. It's not necessarily about the bottom line. In college, I learned about this concept called the fiduciary duty, where you do things in the best interest of your clients. Every decision you make is in the best interest of your clients. Twitch needs to implement that in terms of their creators. Every decision they make has been about their bottom line, has been to reduce costs. It's been to try to, like, in a way, damage control, like the bleed of their spending. But it's affected the user experience on Twitch. It's affected how it's affected the viewers in terms of too many ads. People don't want to see that many ads. They need to find a better way to implement ads. And then for the streamers, there's these policy changes, all these things for discoverability. Like, they're not doing things for the creators. There's other tools that streamers can use on the outside that provide a way better return than if they were to just be live streaming in its entirety. Like, if they dedicate 8 hours a day, let's say 2 hours recording a YouTube video, 2 hours editing, 4 hours going live, and compare that to someone who goes 8 hours live consecutively, the person who did the YouTube video editing, uploading, that they're going to grow a lot faster and better and becoming a content creator than the person who just solely live streams. Like, you have to do so much work on the outside, and every decision that they make doesn't make that process any easier. In the same way that Twitch makes its decisions without getting much input from their streamers, from their users, from their viewers, you have the right to make the same decisions for your future as a content creator. You should have the choice to stream on both Twitch and YouTube until things get better on Twitch. You can also start funneling your community to somewhere else, to another paid platform like Patreon, so that you can give a better split, one, and also just provide better value for your community. Like, on Twitch, aside from getting, say, $5, which is $2.50, and the main benefit they get is probably connection to Discord and sub emotes, what other values are they getting? Like, if you provide them other value, better value on a different platform like Patreon, like maybe behind the scenes, extra content, or whatever the case may be, you can end up making more money that way, plus you get a better split. Just remember to do what's best for you, what's best for your brand. And if you have to take your talent somewhere else, so be it. These platforms, there's different options. There's going to be more competition. There's Kick, there's YouTube. So there's options. There really is. Twitch isn't the end all be all. So look into that. If you like this type of content, let me know. I'm trying out something a little bit different. Like, I do have a MBA, a master's degree, and it's fun to analyze the streaming industry from a business perspective and just seeing like what is the best decisions to make out of that. So let me know. I'll see if I'll make more of these in the future. But other than that, I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.